FBG Duck. So an email was sent to me a couple days ago about FBG Duck. They said that they did a thread on Reddit including timestamps of events leading up to the FBG Duck situation. It says FBG Duck shooting breakdown timestamps. On the actual day, the 4th of August, FBG Duck wrote on his Facebook, he said, "People got me messed up on my brother grave. They go and see me though 100. That was posted on his Facebook at 4 a.m. in the morning. Then we lead into the day now, around 2 p.m. As you can see, there's a picture of a building, right? And underneath it, it says, around this time, a black Infiniti, later used, was stolen from the Ashton apartments located at 200 E Illinois." So this bit right here is where someone stole a car in front of this apartment right around 2. This was like half an hour before FBG Duck sent a text to BCR Mizzle asking him for a ride downtown. It's definitely someone around FBG Duck because they knew he was going to get baby clothes the next day at that place for his son. Someone definitely gave out his low. Who did he tell that? Who was he with the night before that situation? Because he definitely said to someone the night that he was going to go there the next day. That's how they knew when exactly to go and try and get this car. But this thread here is kind of based around all the other people that called into the police and stuff and identified there was a whole bunch of situations that happened on that day, like literally hours leading up to FBG Duck situation. So the other bit now, the second slide, says FBG Duck texts BCR Mizzle asking for a ride downtown. So it says around 2 to 3 p.m. now, sometimes within this time, One Trey and FBG Duck were together. Duck tells One Trey's driver, allegedly BCR Mizzle, is taking too long, and for One Trey to drop Duck off on 75th. So FBG Duck was actually waiting for this BCR Mizzle guy, allegedly, right? And then he asked someone else because this guy was taking too long. It definitely sounds like, what was this guy doing? Why was he taking so long? What was the hold up about? This post right here is the post that One Trey wrote about FBG Duck when he found out about the situation. In the message, he was saying that it hurt so bad and he can't believe this happened. He was just with him. FBG Duck said to him that the driver was taking too long, so he's going to need him to drop him down on 75th. And then FBG Duck also said that he was feeling sick as well. He said that CJ probably got him sick. He wasn't feeling too good. So imagine that on the way, FBG Duck feeling good as well. He was on the way to buy something for his son's birthday, and he said to One Trey, not going to be too long. He's going to call him when he gets back so he can come back to the crib and they can get out the laptop and stuff and start doing the EP. So that's what happened between the time frame of 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. He was with One Trey around that time. He texted this BCR Mizzle guy asking for the ride by his phone, like something was up with his phone. So I don't think he got back to him, and then he was taking bare long. So it's like, what was that about? What was the hold up about? There is a map right here where FBG Duck was to where he was going to be taken to. This was from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. He wrote the timestamp and he said somewhere within this time, FBG Duck and a female linked up and they were on their way downtown. Everything after this is based off the police scan. After this bit right here goes into all the dispatch calls that was done on the day, right? He could have found that was public relating to that day and what happened around the area, or sort of by the area where FBG Duck was taken out. So the other bit says 4:14 p.m. dispatch, getting a person with a gun, 57 E Oak, also getting the address of 46 E Oak. Caller states there was a black male with reflective sunglasses and a black hoodie with a gun who was chasing another male who was last seen running westbound on Oak. The male with the weapon got into a black sedan and was last seen westbound. Also, the second ticket states that a black male pulled out a gun on a group of females, again fled in a black sedan. The offender was wearing a black hoodie. So he wrote the timestamp. This was between 4:13 p.m. and 4:14 p.m. Underneath it, he said one black male with reflective sunglasses, black hoodie with a gun chasing down another male. The male getting chased ran westbound, and the male with the weapon jumped into a black sedan and was seen heading westbound. So this bit right here is actually another situation that happened where he was chasing someone else that ran westbound and stuff, because FBG Duck situation, they didn't run or anything, right? So this was a complete other situation that identified the same people I ended up taking out FBG Duck like a couple hours after this. I think they identified the same vehicle with them other situations, so they was on a rampage, to be honest with you. They looked like they were just doing the most, and they was just doing everything with that black sedan car that they actually stole. And I keep telling people this, like, it has nothing to do with O-Block, because Block and them now, they wouldn't act like this. This all sounds like the same people that did these other events, right? It sounds like it could have been a decoy, because they made all these other situations before they actually went and did what they planned on doing, which was taking out FBG Duck. It even sounds like they had spare change of clothes. Some people truly believe that O-Block is actually the ones who did it. If that was the case, then I don't think we would have been hearing about these other situations that happened. It actually sounds like they're describing the same guy who is on camera with the reflective sunglasses with the bag on his back, right, talking about the situation and saying that it was at FBG Duck's house. So even later on in the thread, he mentions that FBG Duck mom said that there were people out there acting like fans. Then came Rob using for his Gobo. He said that there were crisis actors out there. Then you have to think about who started recording all that video, and then when it was supposed to. It's kind of crazy. So that was a complete other situation. Then it says around 4:15 p.m. Cooler states 2 male ran into a store stating they were hiding from someone. Scanner says 33 East O. They don't get addressed correctly 100% of this time. Around 4:21 p.m. now, this is another officer dispatch call, right? And it says over by 33 E Oak. A black Infiniti. Couple witnesses told me he saw 3 males, black, unintelligible. 2 guys then jumped into the car, went westbound on Oak. Then it reads dispatch. The original ticket that came from over was the person with a gun. We had 3 male blacks that pointed a gun and then jumped into the black Infiniti and was last seen on westbound. That was the last information we had, who we were looking for. It says around 4:21 p.m. I believe 3 males pointed a gun at those 2 people that hide in the store. The 3 males then jumped into the black Infiniti, went westbound on Oak. So this is where the whole 3 guys came in, right? That was in vehicle, because there was the other situation that I think that was going around at the same time, because this all happened same day, and they pointed a gun at 2 other people that ran and hid into the store, and then they jumped back in the car and drove off. So that could just sound like they were on some crazy stuff that day. Like, so this is where the 3 males come in from this particular dispatch call. The police officer said that he believed that 3 males pointed a gun at someone and then they drove off in the black Infiniti. So this is part 1, and in part 2 I'm going to do the rest of the events that happened and read some of the comments that people left on the Riddick thread, where they actually wrote what they felt like happened. It is crazy. It sounds like those people that day wanted to get caught. Why were they not caught? How come they still has yet to be caught?